I'm starting to think somebody keep on trying to hack my phone. Anywho, let me go to the get my little package. I'll be right back. Okay. I guess I really ain't even have to do that. It seems like my phone went up there and got it. Okay. Now it cooled off a little bit. I'm gonna put my hair back down. Okay. But yeah, my bad, y'all. Those of you that was watching my live stream, I don't know what happened. It just went poof and all of a sudden was it all loud? I'm like, what the world? Somebody trying to hack my phone. I know ain't nobody touching because, like, obviously I'm sitting right here. I know I didn't end it. So what the heck is going on? Whew. Okay, let me get back comfortable. What y'all doing, yo? What y'all got going on? I've been kind of trying to chill, trying to relax. Had an epiphany earlier today while I was watching Church Online. Thank you. Yes, it is one of my hobbies. I absolutely love gardening. I do. I have a bunch of plants out here. And I mostly garden food, but I do have a few that aren't food. Obviously, like my aloe vera isn't food. This isn't food. But most of them are because this full is strawberry. I got squash, herbs, basil, different kinds of basil. I'm trying to grow different kinds of basil. They look like they doing all right over there. My little baby's all right. I got some baby basil coming in, some peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, corn, beans. I have lettuce and I have some chard. I have carrots, radishes, onions. So yeah, I love it. And I love gardening food. I need to do my lashes. I do. I just have not been feeling good, y'all. You said I live in the country. No, I live in the city. I live in the almost in the center of the city, low key. I don't want to say I'm on the countryside. I guess it is kind of going out towards the suburbs, but it's not quite in the suburbs. It's like on the way to the suburbs. You said you more in the countryside. I feel you. I can't say this neighborhood. I don't even know how to explain it because it's kind of like the neighborhood itself looks like the suburbs, but once you exit out of this neighborhood to the main street, it's not the suburbs no more. But it's kind of going towards the suburbs, which would be like most city, but it's kind of closer towards the city. Like it's still a bus line over here. However, where this house is, it's so far from the bus line that it's not really walking distance. It's like kind of far out. So it's like I don't even know how to explain this area. It's kind of like I guess exactly how I explained it. It's in the city limits, but simultaneously it feels like it's in the suburbs because it's so ducked off. Like the house is all the way at the back of the neighborhood, and the neighborhood is on the outer loop of the city, but it's like right at the outer loop. It's right before you actually start going all the way to the ducked off areas of the city. But it's cool. My mom does have a huge backyard though. I can't think. You said the big city, no, not New York, but it is a big city out here in Texas. But it's not like the big city. But it is one of the biggest cities out here, um, I suppose. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm just sitting out here chilling, sipping on my little wine after watering my plants. And I had to add I forgot what you call it, like a cage around my pepper plants because they're so big. They just about taller than I am at this point. They starting to lean over. So I had to add a cage onto them. And now they sitting up and looking happy after I came back. They was looking sad when I first came outside. Now they looking happy again. Oh, thank God. Little sports this year. Thank God. Whew. Oh, I'm wasting wine all over my little outfit. I guess it is what it is. Ooh, that is a big, huge lizard, yo. That's the first time I seen one that big. That thing was huge, yo. It's usually little babies off in here. I then finally saw a baby frog just hopping around in here looking all cute. Baby, some people are so funny. People are crazy, bro. Ooh, I just found a recipe for the squash that I'm growing. I'm finna save it. Ooh, baby. I just sent it to myself. Well, that sounds so good. What's up, Ken? Happy Sunday to you too. You said if I steal your boo, I don't like we I can't even answer that question. Hey, because I'm single as far as I know. You haven't put forth no effort to get to know me off being on my live streams. Unless you somebody that I know already that's playing on my live streams. In that case, I don't see why you haven't called. Oh, I want a boo. I wish I had somebody calling me late at night, making me smile and whatnot. I'm tired. I can't wait to meet me somebody. You say you taking your time. Oh, okay. All right then. Baby, I can't wait until this little the squash grow because I want to try this recipe. It sounds so good. So it's with the little squash and you put shrimp, sausage, the Holy Trinity, which like you know in Creole cooking, the celery, onions, and the bell pepper, garlic, and you like you know cook it all together, add all the seasonings into it, add breadcrumbs and what else is it, a little dab of hot sauce, and then you put it all together with some cheese. You put it inside of the hollowed out. You take the squash out. Take the squash out, remove the seeds, cook the squash with the mixture, mix it all together, put it back inside the little squash, and put it in the oven for a few minutes. Oh, I can't wait to try that. I bet it's gonna be so good. Ooh. Ooh. You said you changed your mind. You in a hurry. Baby, I can't wait to taste it. Ooh, y'all hear the plans I got for y'all. A little squash, baby. We gonna have us a good little time cooking it. She is really shooting. It's really starting to grow back here too, which is awesome. Two plants, two plants growing. Oh, say it's a bush variety, so I'm probably gonna have to move it from back here because I don't think this space is big enough. The last time I grew it, which was when I was married to my second husband in Third Ward, I had me a potassium white squash. It got big. So I'm probably gonna have to move it over here somewhere and move one of these pots over here. Either that or just make space for it over here. And one of the other. But I don't know. I'll probably be able to put it right here where my radishes are because radishes they should be done within a month or two. You said you saw me on it. I haven't been feeling too. I've been feeling sick. I've been coughing up a storm. Hey, Mr. Lizzie, how you doing? You sneaking from back here, bro? You was back here taking a nap or something? Yeah, but I haven't been feeling too hot. I've been kind of sleep all day and sleep watching church online and sleeping trying to get myself together and eating cough drops. But yeah, it's kind of down be happy. It is like exhausting. Finally got me some little wine. I got me some groceries. Ordered me and my baby some groceries. Got me some wine. I'm probably gonna have me some soup before I go to bed. Because like I said, I haven't been feeling too high. I feel like that's gonna be right up my alley. I just feel like that is gonna be perfect. Some soup. I got me a few little bowls of soup. And you said Kentrell said hello, mama. Hey. I said hey. That's what I've been having going on. I've been just, ooh, not feeling so high. But I decided to come outside anyways. I definitely am glad though because I had to check on my plants. My pepper plants were starting to lean over, like you know what I'm saying, a little too much. So I added a little trellis so that they could stand up a bit more. They are tall. They about taller than me at this point. My son had got to a point to where he taller than me. He had finally hit the mark where he is just by then he gonna be looking over bubble before he gets to his 12th birthday. He probably gonna be looking like, "Hey, Lynn, how you doing?" So yeah, that's why I'm yielded a little bit. I kind of been just under the weather, kind of dragging myself around today. I have not been feeling so good. You said, "Can I send you some tomatoes to North Carolina?" I can't stunt. I'm pretty sure by the time they get there, they ain't gonna be no good. And I haven't even got no tomatoes off the plant that's growing so far. This plant taller than me and still haven't gave me not one tomato. I still don't know what kind of tomatoes it is. You've been dragging around all day today too. Man, I feel you. It's been that kind of vibe. Like I just I'm just tired. My energy is just like all the way in the trash can today. I'm just tired. They was having a fungal breakout on vegetables. Dang, man. But I don't know. I don't even have no tomatoes to stand up there. Not yet. The little seedlings I got, they obviously don't have any tomatoes. And the tomato plant that I do have haven't gave me no tomatoes either. I'm still waiting to see what kind of tomato plant it is. I might have to give it some more nutrients or something. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm not sure what it must be. I'm gonna assume in a second that it's the tropical sunset, and maybe it's a situation where the seed, the fruit falling to the ground is not gonna create the right, I forgot what you call it. You said you would come and pick them up at my greenhouse, and you want the lizard too. Why you want the lizard? I like the lizards. They my friends. Why you taking my lizard? They helping me combat they helping me with the butterflies laying eggs in here and the caterpillars eating up my plants. I love the lizard. They I wish I knew what kind of, you know what I'm saying, some kind of treat that I could come out and give them or something like that. But I guess just allowing them to carry on in the greenhouse is the treat. They cool by me. The frogs too. I saw a baby frog today. I saw a big lizard that just crawled over the top of the greenhouse, but I don't know where he went. But I don't know if he a lizard because he, like, you know what I'm saying, he was breathing through the gills, so that might have been a gecko. He said, "I like the lizard." I like all of the animals that's out here that's helping to build the ecosystem, they contributing, you know what I'm saying? They helping to get rid of they eat aphids, they eat, you know what I'm saying, the bugs that's driving me to nuts, like they eat them. They help me not to have to put any kind of pesticides on my plants. So I feel like they are very important, you know what I'm saying, to the ecosystem that's going on with my plants out here. Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, I guess it would if you could catch one, if you would have ever if we ever met in person and you could catch one of the lizards, that is y'all business. But simultaneously, I will it's not like I'm really just willing to give them away. I don't feel like they really mind to give away. They choose to come in my greenhouse and in my garden and help me out. So I do love them. I care about them. They're awesome. They are. I can't say they be doing their thing because as much, even though I do sometimes see some damage that caterpillars do, I have seen more so lizards eating not only caterpillars, aphids, and butterflies. I have seen them actively hunting out here all the time. Like they really be doing their thing out here in this garden. I barely see the caterpillars. And it's like as soon as the caterpillar get out here and start chewing on something, a lizard catch it. You said you finished reading, like you gave nutrients or you watered it. You want to meet me one day? We shall see. Oh, you said you really, really do. I feel you. I may eventually one day do like a meet and greet or something like that, but it'll have to be at a point where I get my little how do you say it, my confidence and all that going. Cause right now I'm just like at this current moment I'm not feeling. Have I considered another pink Cadillac? I might, but it would be like a play car. I can't think. I don't think I would choose it for an everyday car because the last time I had an everyday car, my Cadillac as an everyday car, it was so expensive. I hope so, because I'm tired of being single. I don't want to be single no more. I want to be in my happily ever after with my person living in our house. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to if we are creating babies or we, you know what I'm saying, adopt babies, or if I just carry on with my channel and that is like, I don't care. But you know what I'm saying, maybe doing things in a community for younger women or something like that. I'm ready to be in that era of my life. I'm tired of going being in an era of feeling like I'm gonna receive my happily ever after and then it all crashes and tumbles and it's just like I'm tired. I'm tired of heartache and pain and being sad and all of that. I'm tired. I'm just exhausted. I don't feel like dealing with that anymore. I'm ready to have me somebody that's trying to put a smile on my face. Okay, I'm sorry. I pray to God that the person that I meet is not trying to run in behind other women and make them happy instead of making me happy because my ex really put me through the ringer. I feel like he really tore my heart up, tore up my self confidence, and it is just it's a hassle. I'm done with that. I'm tired of that, and I'm trying my best to get myself back to being me. And it's just it's like it is. You said I'll be a plant mom. I love being a plant mom, but I want a man. I want a man too. I want to be a husband. I don't just want a man just because, you know what I'm saying? I don't just want somebody to mess around with. I want somebody to I want somebody that's gonna be with me, you know what I'm saying, spending the day to day with me, interested in my likes, my wants, my needs, my career, my hobbies, my interests. I want somebody that's going to bed with me every night. I want somebody that like is gonna actively make me happy. I don't want somebody that is gonna make me cry and sad. And I'm just tired of that. I don't want to go through that anymore. And I feel like I've had enough of that over the past 4 years. That's 4 years. That's really what I feel like my ex had going on. He was constantly making me cry. Anytime he almost made me happy, it's like he would hurry up and do something to make me sad. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Just like I said in the video, I think it was either the last ever since I have put forth effort to build myself up as an influencer, most people are going out of their way to try to make me upset, to try to make me sad. It's like people get bothered when I'm happy. People get bothered when I'm filled with joy. It's like everybody want to see me sad, and I don't understand it. I'm so confused. I don't understand. I really don't, and I'm tired of that. Outside, I hope and pray that God send me a man that is not seeing me as his enemy and is not directly trying to do anything that he can to embarrass me, ridicule me, and make me feel like I'm unworthy of real love because I'm sick of it. I am. And you know what I'm saying? I have had people tell me, well, maybe you had love already. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe your time came and gone. I get that. And you know what I'm saying? It's not to take away from the love that I have experienced in my life, but dang, yo, I'm just, I'm tired. I want some happiness. Oops, I was not supposed to show that. Y'all didn't see that. Act like y'all didn't see that. Y'all act like y'all didn't see that. Sorry. Dang it. I even put everything over here to do it off camera and still ended up. Dang. But anyways, outside of that, I want to be happy. I want to be in my little happily ever after. I want to be at peace. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate it. I love y'all. I really do. Because I can't say this like I'm really just I am. I'm trying. I am trying. I'm trying my best to put forth effort and to not just completely give up altogether. I'm trying to like keep going and you know what I'm saying? It can be hard. I can't say I'm tired. I am. It is very hard to go through it the way that I'm going through it, and then the way that my life is on camera. And I talk about everything. And you know what I'm saying? I can't help it because I don't really have that many people in my everyday life to really just sit down and talk about the things that I'm going through without getting an eye roll or being told that I'm tripping or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's almost like I almost feel like some people, when I actually start having conversations with people, trying to befriend people and tell them the things that I'm going through, they look at me as if my problems are irrelevant and it doesn't matter and I don't have real problems. And it kind of makes me not even want to share. And I don't know why, it's just so much easier to come online and talk to y'all about the things that I'm going through. And I'm more likely to find somebody that is either going through something similar or understand how I feel versus I don't know why. It's just it is so frustrating to me because sometimes it makes me feel like, dang, am I tripping? Do I like, you know what I'm saying? And then I think about my problems. I had real deal Holyfield problems. I have went through a complete nightmare with my ex. This man put hits out on me. You know what I'm saying? This man was beating on me, cheating on me with any and everybody, ran me out of the city that I am from. He ain't even from here, and he ran me out of this city. I was all over the country trying to get away from him and his gang. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even understand. It's just been a lot. It has been a lot. You know what I'm saying? They got offended when, you know what I'm saying, people that I know decided to step in and defend me and feel so it's been a lot. It has been a lot. It is a lot to, you know what I'm saying? Can't even go to my little favorite little spot no more because he sent people up there to jump me. I felt offended. I don't go up there no more because I can't believe they sat there and allowed that to happen. Nobody stood in. They allowed me to leave with somebody, a complete stranger, bro, that was following me around the club. They knew good and well I didn't know this man like that. Nobody said nothing. Nobody better than I'm tired. I am in shock. And I don't understand. And then after all of this effort and energy this man put into making ensuring that I don't end up with somebody else, he ran off into the sunset with ugly and acting like I'm tripping and I'm crazy. I'm just, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Okay. I like to hear that. It sounds nice, but I feel like it's too much. It's too much. Too much. It's too much. It's too much. I don't want to deal with this no more. It's too much for me. I want the easy battle. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I want the life of the person who have people surrounding them that are always supportive. I want the life of the person. Everybody is clapping for them. Everybody is cheering them on. And you know what I'm saying? I try not to be envious of anybody else and their life and what they have going on because I know that it probably comes with its own, you know what I'm saying? But simultaneously, I don't understand why God has allowed me to go through so much. And it's like, where is my breakthrough? Where is my happy ending? When is God going to show his hand in my life? It is so tiring. It is so exhausting. Now, I don't want no yes man all around me. I feel you. I do want people that challenge me to grow. But okay, so it seemed like I get challenged to grow, and then when I put forth effort to grow, the same people that were trying to challenge me to grow are simultaneously sticking a foot out to stop me from growing. And it's like, dang, I thought you wanted me to grow. Do you want me to grow or not? Or is it that you want me to be stuck and you want to just be able to mock me and ridicule me? I am so tired. Like, I am tired. And like, I don't even know how to explain that. Like, I'm so exhausted from everything that I've been going through and feeling like I have no outlet, no way out, no peace. No, just it's like it's no this, no that, no this, no that. It is exhausting. It is annoying. It is frustrating. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. Outside, you know what I'm saying? Then people wonder why I just, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere be like, man, I can't take this stuff off and end up moving to a whole other city because I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I want some peace. I want some happiness. I don't like being in a position to where everybody is constantly bashing on me. Everybody is constantly talking about me. Everybody is constantly looking down upon me. Nobody is putting forth effort to help me, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, I like, it's almost like I feel like I'm in a pit and people keep walking by the pit, looking down at me, laughing. The ladder is right there. If they wanted to, they could hand me the ladder, but they choose to kick the ladder even farther away from me. And then look at, why won't you just come out of there? Why won't you come out the pit and keep on walking? That's how it feels. That's what it feels like. It is. Oh, But I'll try. I'll try. I'll try. I don't want to talk about it no more because now I'm talking about it and I just feel like it just it takes away the whole vibe, the whole mood, it messes everything up. But I'm tired of thinking about it too. I want to think about something else. I want to have me some happiness going on. I hope my little baby pink short, my little short seedlings make me. I got some little pink ones. I think I told y'all though that I was gonna plant some more of the Swiss shorts so that I can have more pink because I love me some short, but I especially love the fact that it come out pink. It's so pretty. I cannot wait to have me a pink salad, pink and green salad. That is gonna be so cute, baby. The AKA is gonna be one of the come from my head. But I can't wait to have me a little pink and green salad. It's gonna be so cute and delicious at the same time. I wish I could give me some dark opal basil to grow, but it keeps bolting on me. Every time I plant it, it'll sprout and then it go on by this biz. Like it just refused to grow. I guess it's too hot. I don't know. I might try to grow some on the inside. Maybe it'll grow inside because it's for sure not growing out here. I had to grow my lettuce inside because my lettuce won't grow out here. My lettuce keep bolting. My lemon, what is it called? Lemon balm. It bolts outside too. I have to grow it inside. So I might have to put the dark opal basil on the inside. I can't say my garden brings me some kind of peace though. Because you know what I'm saying? But even with it, you know what I'm saying? Some things not going right. Like I just said, my dark apple basil refused to grow. It's just like my tomato plant, they got tall, it's taller than me, and I still haven't got one tomato yet. My cucumber plant got all male flowers. I don't I'm trying. I'm trying to find some happiness. I am happy about my other plants that are doing their thing though. They really are beautiful. I can't say, but and I'm not trying to sound like a spoiled brat, but I do have problems. Even if my problems don't sound that like hard to some people. I know that some people, me complaining about my ex and what I went through with him is crazy because you know what I'm saying? If you was around when me and him had felt like and I left Houston, yo, the that first time and took pictures of my bruises, you probably like, girl, good riddance. I can't, baby, I got Stockholm Central because I can't help that I still love his crazy behavior. I have bruises everywhere, everywhere. My eye was swollen for like 2 weeks, dang near a month, playing with him. He said, when I start talking about my girl, what about plants? I do love my plants. Love my garden. It makes me happy. Kinda. You know what I'm saying? Which I guess is why I get so you know what I'm saying? When it seemed like somebody was coming back here messing with it, it would make me like spaz a little bit because it's like, dang, this the only thing that I got going on that actually, you know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to mess with this? Why are you trying to take this from me? I'm tired. I'm really tired of, you know, feeling like people are just going out of their way, wanting to see me completely depressed, broken, and sad. It's like somebody is just determined to see me in the lowest of lowest. Somebody is determined to see me depressed. And then I can't stunt even though I just came from Austin in my position of being the lowest of lowest, I feel like people were still mad because that wasn't low enough. And she wasn't sad enough. She wasn't depressed enough. She wasn't going through it enough. Like, I just feel like, why haven't God just struck these people, bro? I'm so tired of people being evil and nasty to me for no apparent reason, bro. Then you ask them why, and they reason stupid. Be talking about I said stuff that I never said, and because they assume, oh, you trying to take a man that I don't even know exists and never had any interest in, and you know what I'm saying? Just it's stupid. It's just it's so annoying. I feel you. It's just hard to build a foundation. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta at least have a plot of land to build a foundation on. You can't build a foundation if you don't have nowhere to put it. But I try. Mm. You said mentally, I feel you. I'm trying. I'm gonna try to put forth effort to get my mental together because I'm emotionally exhausted. It's wild because from my ex's point of view, he feel like I haven't put forth any effort to give or add to him, but I feel like he did nothing but tear me down throughout the entire relationship. When I met him, I was content. I was happy. I had, you know what I'm saying? Even though all I had was a car, at the very least, I had a car. I was able to pay for my car. I was making enough money to go and shop when I wanted to. I was able to, you know what I'm saying, buy myself Louis Vuitton if I felt like buying Louis Vuitton. I could buy myself whatever kind of shoes, jewelry, etc. that I was going to stores wearing nothing, you know what I'm saying? 24 karat gold rings and all this, everything. It's like everything I had, he literally drugged and sucked everything up out of me. And I'm literally at a place to where I am way worse off than I was when I met him. And it's like, I wish I would have never met him in the first place. He absolutely single handedly created the biggest downfall ever. And I wish I would have left him right there in that parking lot where I met him at. But I guess knowing that I should let sis keep him and let, you know what I'm saying? Let God do his thing because if he did me like that, I can't imagine how he gonna do her because he single-handedly caused every kind of destruction that he possibly could between destroying relationships, friendships, you know what I'm saying? Everything, bro. Like everything completely. Hey, what's up? This is true. Happiness comes from within. I know. I feel you. I'm trying. I am trying. I am trying. It's just hard. It's like as soon as I start feeling content with where I am in life, you know what I'm saying? It's like people throw it in my face that my life is in like the sugar honey iced tea hole. And it's like, dang, yo, I just finally got to a place to where I was accepting it. And I do get that every time that I do start getting myself together, it's once I am content with my place and I'm happy with it. But it's kind of hard to be happy with where I am if people are constantly telling me all of my downfalls and reminding me of all the things that I'm doing wrong. And it's very frustrating. And it's like I try my best not to listen and I try my best not to pay attention to it, but sometimes it's really hard. I can't stunt. It is. And like I know I need to get a car. I know I need to have my own house. I know I need to do X, Y, and Z. I don't need to be reminded of that every 5 seconds because it ain't gonna do nothing but hold me and it's like it holds me back even more because it puts me into a place where I'm constantly thinking about that over and over again. And it's like I don't even know how to say it. It's almost like it handicaps me because it puts me in a place to where I'm depressed all over again and I can't even put forth effort to move forward. I can't even put forth effort to come up with a plan. I can't put forth effort to work on it if I'm constantly being reminded of things that I already know. I feel you. I feel like I have a little bit because you know what I'm saying? I used to be the type of person where, I made an event of getting up, getting ready, doing my hair, doing my makeup, I go back and look at some of my old videos and how I would literally do my makeup, not because I was going anywhere, but just to come online. I would do my makeup, make sure my lashes was perfect. I would make sure my hair looked perfect. And now some days I literally would come on here with a bonnet on, not caring my one lash on, one lash off, nails not even done. And I don't know. It's like I feel like within that whole relationship, I have completely turned into a different person. And I know if anything can, you know what I'm saying? The only thing constant in life is change. And I know changing is good, but simultaneously, is some things about myself that I don't want to change. And I don't want it to be a situation where I'm not caring about how I look. I do still, you know what I'm saying, put forth effort to get dressed. Even though today I can't stand, I wore my nightgown most of the day. I finally got dressed after I got me and my son some groceries, you know what I'm saying, so I can meet the person that brought our groceries outside. But that was a bit much. Okay. I've been having this purse tucked away, you know what I'm saying? And I finally like took the little plastic off of it and put a chain on it and it's cute and I like it, you know what I'm saying? But it's even that it's just like I don't know. It's like I'm happy that it's kind of like having a new purse, but it came out of my old stuff, so it's not really a new purse. And I already had this purse. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I want to be happy. And I want to be all the way happy. I feel you, man. I'm trying. It's like it's a lot. I'm gonna try to follow your advice. I'm gonna try. I will put forth effort. I am, but I think me being sick is part of why I've been like the way that I'm feeling right now. Like today has just been. I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, take my little vitamins. You said change in Texas. I'll try. I am trying. I just know how people, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like me being from here, I feel like that's hard because people that know me will be like, dang, what happened to Star? Why is Star? Why her energy like that? Dang, she didn't turn mean. She used to have this, that, and the third going on. And now she that. That's how I feel. And it's like it make me not even want to put forth effort to go out and socialize. It make me not even want to go out and be around people. I feel like people can be so fraudulent and so fake these days when I try to go out and be around people that I used to hang around, they act funny, they act fake because of the things that I've been through and the experiences that I have. And it makes me not even want to be around people at all. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like every time I do try and put forth effort, it's like people want to kick me back into the box of being sad, depressed, and not wanting to do anything. And you know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, it's frustrating because then people be like, "Dang, why she acting like that?" When I say why, dang, why you have to put me on blast? Why you have to talk about us like I don't even understand why you had to go out of your way to make me feel like sugar honey iced tea when you already knew I was going through it. Apparently, because if you didn't know I was going through it, then you wouldn't have treated me a certain kind of way in the first place. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of people going out their way to try to make me feel some kind of way and then feeling like I'm attacking them because I said something about it. You know what I'm saying? The other day, I went into the store up the street. The lady's mugging me like I'm her worst enemy. And I was like, dang, when I first approached the door, she was smiling. As soon as I walked in, she had this nasty look on her face. Like she was ready to get up and fight me. I was like, dang, what's wrong with you? I'm nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, you mugging me like I'm your in. Nah, I ain't worried about you. You the last of my. Then why in the hell when I walked in the store, you looking at me like you want to fight me? What's the problem, bro? I feel you. But I get tired. I get tired. I get tired of people, bro. This like, you know what I'm saying? That really like I can't stand that made I don't even want to go to that store no more. At this point, like, you know what I'm saying? That I used to go there every day. They can miss my money. I'm not gonna come in there and every time I come in there, I gotta see her looking at me upside my head like I did something wrong to her. She nice to everybody else that come in the store. Every time I come in the store, she act like it's a problem. And I ain't doing nothing to her. And like all I'm doing is buying my beer and my cigarettes. How am I bothering you? And whatever little snacks that my son asked me for. How is me walking in the store? This is literally your job. And I know because I used to work in a gas station when I stayed in the desert, bro. I can get it that some people get on your nerves, but I don't do nothing to get on. It's not like I'm going in there knocking stuff off the shelves. I ain't going in there asking 1,000 questions trying to get on her nerves. I'm always nice and pleasant. And the fact that she literally like I can't like the way that she looked at me, it made me feel like I need to get ready to fight. And I shouldn't feel that way as a customer. And I know how much I spend in that store. That is ridiculous. That would be I, but I can't say like I said, I'm not gonna give my number online. You would have to message me or email me to give my number that way. But I done had some experiences where people just dry treat me funny out of nowhere. I don't know what's wrong with people, bro. But I get tired. I feel you. I know. And it's nothing personal to you, but when it come down, a lot of people watch my live streams and then it's gonna be public. So I'm not gonna give my number out on the live stream. It will be a situation where you have to message me, email me, and then you know what I'm saying? But I do get tired. I'm exhausted. You know what I'm saying? I'm 35 years old. I don't. I'm very irritated by having to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Even though I haven't dealt with it as much recently, but people trying to traffic me, dealing with people trying to break in and harass me, having to deal with men lusting after me. I'm tired of that. And you know what I'm saying? It'd be different if it's a situation where it's a man that's single that wants to court me or date me, but I'm dealing with men that want to kick my door in and force their way up on me, kick my door in and try to do me some kind of harm. I am so sick and tired of evil people that I don't know what to do with myself. I am starting to feel like I am literally in hell. It is utter nonsense. It's like the complete effery. Okay, that's cool. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit, for allowing that breeze to come through here. That feels so good. Oh, it's about that time. Let me put my light on. I think I'm gonna put one of my tomato plants in here, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough space. Cause y'all looking. Okay, I'll be y'all alone. I don't think y'all be too happy with the tomato plant coming up out of there. It's gonna be taking so much nutrients. Oh, y'all starting to feel good. Oh, weird. Mm. Oh, it smells so good. Ooh. Don't judge me for smelling my basil. It smells so good. Every time I smell my fresh basil, it makes me want to make some dang spaghetti. Yo, it smells so good. Ooh, that's what I should have got. The ingredients to make some spaghetti since my tomatoes refuse to fruit. You say you do the same thing to your tomato plant. What kind of tomato plant you got that smell good like that? I like smelling like my basil is like the main thing out here that give off aroma that's strong. My lemon thyme used to, but it went out on me. I guess the heat was too much for it because it said goodbye. My lemon basil smell good. Sometimes when I walk past it, like I have a big lemon basil bush coming in the front, like on both sides of the front of my greenhouse. And when I walk past it, sometimes it'll let out the smell, like the lemon smell. It smells so good. And the basil over here smell. I hope and pray that this basil get as big as my lemon basil did because it smells so good. And I really do want it going on in here. It smells so good. It smells like you have a mortgage tomato plant. See, I ain't never heard of that one. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Yo, compost dirt smell good when you turn it, man. My lemon basil be smelling so good. Every time I rub up against it, it gives off this lemony smell and it makes the whole greenhouse smell so good. And this basil back here smell good too. Just me leaning down into it, it smell good. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, lemon basil. It just give off that lemon smell. It's like it gives a citrus smell to the whole greenhouse, and I love it. It smells so good. I love basil, obviously, because I got it everywhere. But I do. I love me some basil. It smells so good, and it gives off this like fresh like aroma of whatever kind it is. The lemon basil smells absolutely amazing. The regular basil smell amazing. Trying to get my thigh basil going and see what kind of I haven't grown thigh basil in a long time. I used to have some when I was staying in the desert, and at this point I don't even remember what it smelled like. You said I should see how much I light up when I talk about my plants. I love my plants. They make me they do put a smile on my face. They smell so good and they're so beautiful. They just do it so it shocks me how my like garden looks this year compared to last year. Last year I just had two tomato plants and two basil plants. And this year I got basil plants galore, one tomato plant, but I have some tomato and cucumber seedlings, one cucumber plant. It's like my one tomato plant has outgrown the tomato plants I had last year. My cucumber plant is literally coming all the way across this whole side of the greenhouse. I got, radishes growing, carrots, and I have pepper plants that are as tall as me. I got corn, beans. They really are making me happy. I'm shocked that my plants are really doing what they doing because last year I kinda felt a little sad about my plants because it's like all the seeds that I sowed and only a few things grew, and this year it's like everything is really doing its thing and it's making me happy. It is. But I can't stunt. When I was staying in the trailer park, I did have a lot of plants going, but it was a lot of work. But I did have a lot of plants, and then when I moved back in with my mom, most of them, like, gave out on me. And the only place I had left was my tomato plants and my basil. But I had a bunch of stuff growing before I moved out of the trailer park. I don't know what happened. They just like it's like I moved in and they just said, like they got mad. I don't know what happened. You said they growing fast. Yeah, some of them are like they are making me happy, y'all. They are like literally doing a thing around here, yo. Hopefully, I get some. I don't think I'm gonna get strawberries this year, but hopefully, I get some next year. I think it's too late in the season for me to get strawberries this year. But I'm waiting on my cayenne peppers to turn red and my jalapeno. I want to try to get me some red jalapeno peppers too. I seen somebody do a video on peppers and they let me know, you know what I'm saying? Most pepper plants, they are actually supposed to be picked once they turn red. They're not just supposed to be picked when they turn green. But we typically pick them because you can pick them while they're green. But if you let them turn red, they'll get even hotter and their flavor will be even stronger. You know, pause. Says the who pause. I'll show you all my little plants. We are inside the hoop house, and these are the plants on this side, and then I have plants on this side too. And then I have some plants in the outside. Outside, I have my corn and my beans, and I have plants back here, plants down here, some back underneath here. I have some of the herbs that don't really like the heat and they don't like the sun. They're underneath my this big basil bush that you can see kind of climbing into my chair. I have some plants underneath them that like the shade, and I have some more basil back here that's trying to grow. I got a squash down here, well, two squashes down here, and seedlings behind me that I keep trying to check on. Trying to grow me some broccoli. We're gonna try to grow some broccoli and see how it do. I got radishes, onions, carrots, some short. I got me some pink short, y'all. I can't wait until the little seedlings get big. I see it. It's pink. I got me a pink plant that I can eat. But the cucumber, not the cucumbers, the caterpillars keep on eating my short. Which is, you know what I'm saying? Why somebody came out here and said, can they have a caterpillar? No. I like them. They are my friends. They are protecting my plants from the caterpillars, the lizards, not a caterpillar, the lizards. You can have the caterpillars. The lizards are protecting my plants from the caterpillars. You know what I'm saying? If it's a situation where you like to hunt caterpillars, you are welcome to come and take as many caterpillars as you take them all, please, because I don't want them in my garden. They keep on eating my plants. I haven't even ate no story yet. But yeah, I do love my little plants. It's my outlet for not try my best not to wig out and act a complete fool. Because I feel like at this point, as somebody said months ago, yo, after all I've been through, I have every right to turn into a villain arc. I'm trying my best not to. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying. I'm trying to be good. I am trying. I am trying so bad. I really am. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying because the last time I felt this sad, I turned into a whole villain and did not care. I didn't care about how nobody felt. I didn't care about what nobody was thinking. I didn't care about none of that. Baby, I turned into a whole villain. I remember when my friend passed away, baby, it was a situation where I didn't care about how nobody felt. I was acting a complete fool and I did not care. And I'm trying my best to be a bigger person and not to act that way. Baby, you hear the sirens. Okay, I'm trying my best to be a good girl and chill and just guard it, yo. And put my energy into something else. Whew. I'm trying. Whew. I am. I'm trying. I'm trying to be good. Most people don't even know how I used to act a complete fool. I didn't earn my stripes. Shit. After all that I'd been through, I didn't earn my stripes, bro. Baby, it's a situation where even when that man was dry and stalking and harassing me in Austin, bro, I didn't earn my stripes. I sat on that bitch waiting on him to run up on me. He never ran up on me. He wanted to wait until I went to sleep. I didn't earn my stripes. It ain't no situation where, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like that. I don't like people that be trying to wait until you go to sleep so they can run up on you. I can't stand people that, you know what I'm saying, that move in such a way they want to, you know what I'm saying, weaken you up. I was watching this one video about this lady that went on a date with a man in the woods, something I would never do, yo. And he walked up into this certain area. She was recording and he stopped. He was first of all running ahead of her. And then he slowed down to catch up with her and said, "This is where I was gonna take you out at." And then he said, "Oh, you recording?" She said, "Yes." And he was like, "Oh, I was just joking." He wasn't joking. Baby, I don't have time for people, bro, sitting up there trying to tire her out so that they get to that certain point and she be too tired to fight him. Baby, some people be moving in such a way, bro. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Every time I'm in a hotel, people sitting up trying to see if I'm asleep or not, bro. As baby, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? You said you seen the same thing? Yeah, some people be acting, babies. People be sneaky. They be wanting to try to wait until you fall asleep. Baby, I'm the type of person I'll be falling asleep. I remember one time asleep, bro, and somebody was trying to get in my room, bro. I woke up. I was knocked out. I woke up with, you know what I'm saying, in the air. With an eye mask on. I was knocked out. I grabbed it real quick. Y'all remember that part of Bringing Down the House when he busted a room and she bow, bow. Who that? Who that? Who wanted with lead? That's what I did. Think you gonna run up on me sleep? He get knocked out. You think you gonna run up on me while I'm sleeping? You gonna get got, goddamn. The way God rock with me. And I remember when it happened because I was knocked out asleep and it was a bell that went off in my head like an alarm was going off. And I woke up like, hold on, what's going on? Baby, the angels be sitting right there. Oh, Jesus. I'm finna have me some soup, yo. One of my little lights. I'm finna move my other light. But dang, the plants that grew around it in such a way that it's probably gonna be hard to move it. But I kind of want to move it because it ain't coming on right there. It's like it's too bright in an area for it to come on when it's supposed to. All the other lights that came on, that light still ain't came on yet. Unless maybe I need to clean it or something. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I really want to buy some more. But I gotta wait until I have some money to buy me some more little pink flamingo decorations so I can have some down here. I want to have some right here. And I want them down there too, but I want some right here too. So it'll be like, you know what I'm saying? So you'll be pretty all around. You saying the same thing? What people try to get at you while you sleep or something else? Oh, you saw that video with old boy and taking that girl jogging, and she was recorded, and he turned around and saw her. He was gonna take her up out of here, and then realized she was recording and said he was joking. He wasn't joking. He probably was getting ready to attack her until he saw that dang phone. That's why he said that. He said that out of shock. He was about to turn around and get at her, and then he saw the phone and was like, "Oh snap! Well, I was about to do X, Y, and Z. You recording? Oh, you are recording?" And then kept on going, "Baby, ain't nobody playing with you, sir." He was serious. He wasn't playing. That's what he do. Apparently, he probably go on whatever website they met on just to take people up out of here, and was assuming that she was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like nonchalant and not paying attention. A lot of people said if they were, you know what I'm saying, in that position, I can't stand. I probably would have left too. As soon as he started running ahead of her, apparently we ain't on no dang date. If we on a date, you supposed to be with me, talking to me and all that kind of stuff. He outrunning her, trying to make her catch up with him. I feel like he was trying to make her run harder or more than she usually would to, you know what I'm saying, to tire her out. But, you know, instead of her keeping up with him, she kept her own pace, which was smart. But I feel like it would have been smarter to just turn around and walk to the car and let him carry on about his business because ain't nobody got time for that. It ain't gonna be no situation where we on a date and you sitting up here running ahead, and we in an area I'm unfamiliar with, and jogging on a trail that and I love stuff. I love going outside. I love being outside. I love being in nature. I love going to parks. I love like experiencing new things and etc. But I can't stunt. I feel like as a first date, that is a big no-no because you never know what somebody is thinking about, how they feeling, and what their true intentions are. And you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, you already know, I've said several times I'm an Aries. I love to explore. I really do. I have explored this entire city. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if most of it I did before I even hit 20 years old. I would go off and explore all the time, regardless if it's after school, before school, during during school. I would go off and explore. And I didn't explore it all different sides of town. I didn't explore it all little interesting areas of town and etc. I love doing stuff like that. But it ain't finna be no situation where I'm finna allow a man to lure me to no random strange area. And you know what I'm saying? He can and will try to do any and everything to me, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. A few people tried that while I was in Austin, bro. I had to let them know, Reed, baby, like you think you crazy. You ever see you think you act a fool? Baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's some people that are in shocking apartment that I even went through that and came back in one piece. But when it come down to it, I know I'm not no tough. I'm a tough cookie, bro. I'm not no softy. It's not a situation where you just gonna get the best of me. You can say you gonna do X, Y, and Z. I ain't even trying to hear that jazz, bro. You and them can kiss my entire behind, bro. Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. Her intuition kicked in and she started recording. But her intuition should have led her to go back to her car. To be honest, to be real. And if she ain't drive there, her intuition should have led her to walk back to wherever she had service at and order an Uber, bro. And ain't like that. That was Nah, okay. Even if I did want to explore that little area and that trail, we gonna explore it on our own. I'm not gonna be in a position to where a man it have me secluded like that. You know what I'm saying? In an area where it look like it's not even nobody else is there, nobody else really. And it's parks like that out here in Houston. It's a few parks like that. Um, where they have little areas where not very many people go that way or not very many people are going to be passing by every baby. Uh-uh. Woo, baby, nah. Y'all heard about the update on the Nolan Wills case? I can't think. The sound when they did the little call, it halfway sound like it was an accident. But I feel like the fact that they tried to cover it up makes it seem like it wasn't. But it's like I don't know. I just feel because I just feel like if it was a situation where they intentionally did something to him, why would they panicking? Why would they asking him to get up? And why would they asking him to wake up if they purposely tried to cause him some kind of harm? But simultaneously, I feel how everybody else feel like, why did they leave him there? Why did they not ask for help? Why didn't they ask for emergency care? Why didn't they say that somebody was hurt or somebody was going through it? And even though I feel that they parents are in high positions and they probably didn't want it to look or whatever they had going, they probably were drinking or something like that. But I feel like it would look a whole lot better upon them, they parents and they family if they would have called for emergency paramedics to pull up real quick than for them to, you know what I'm saying, toss his body and leave. That was crazy. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happened, but it kind of sound I can't stunt on that call. It sounded like it was an accident. Like they really wasn't trying, like they was really friends with him or something like that. And I'm just being real because I feel like if it's a situation where they weren't being like, you know what I'm saying, then it should be a situation where I don't understand why they won't just say what happened. And I'm just confused about that. Why won't they just go ahead and tell they might as well tell the story at this point instead of, steady trying to cover up. That I feel like that is what makes them look so guilty because they keep on trying to cover up what was going on. what was happening and what actually happened at that point in time. And if it's a situation where there was no horseplay, which is what it sounds like, I don't understand why they won't just say what happened. Clear their name. They look so bad. Why won't they just say what happened? Somebody probably is going to end up going to jail either way. But it would look better for them to come out and tell the story of what happened. If it's a situation where he drank too much or something like that, they need to go ahead and say what happened. They should just go ahead, and they would look better if they would tell the truth. And I feel like the way that they sounded in that call, it sounded like they didn't do no. It sounded like they wasn't trying to hurt him or nothing. Like, why wouldn't they just go ahead and say what happened? Why would they toss his body? Why would they do that? I don't understand. Like, and I get it, man. They young and maybe they panic, but come on now. They would look better if they would just go out and tell the truth. They would look better if they would just tell the truth. And you know what I'm saying? Even though they may end up going, I feel like they may end up getting probation depending on what it is. They need to just tell the truth though. I feel like that's what it really come down to. The fact that they are trying to cover it up and hide it is what's making them look so bad. They may very well not even be bad people, but they need to go ahead and tell the truth. They can't keep on trying to cover it up and lie. And I feel what you said, but they need to go ahead and tell the truth about what happened. I know that teenagers can get wild. You know what I'm saying? I was a teenager at one point. We all were teenagers at one point, but they need to go ahead and tell the truth for the matter of what happened. And they shouldn't have left their friend like that. Ooh, see, I ain't no lawyer, so I don't know all them details. But I feel like they shouldn't have left their friend like that. They shouldn't have did. They baby, they should go ahead and tell the truth what happened, and they should have called a paramedic while they were on the phone with the people. I don't understand why they didn't say that somebody was like what was going on and we need help. Why would they not say that? What was going on? What happened? You know what I'm saying? They trying to cover up something, yo. And I feel like it don't even sound, it sound like they weren't getting into it. It sound like it was an accident. It sound like they didn't deliberately do anything. And I don't understand why they won't just say what happened. Why they like, come on now. They making it worse on themselves. All that covering up they did, that they made it all worse on themselves. They would have just called the paramedics out there to get him some help, it would have been a situation like you know what I'm saying. All the covering up, they trying to cover up as if they did something, and it may be maybe one of their parents or something because it was all the kids on the boat. Maybe a parent told them, "Nah, y'all need to do X, Y, and Z." Baby, they should have let them kids call the paramedics and call whoever they needed to call, and it would have been a whole lot easier on them than them trying to cover everything up because the world is not the way it used to be. And it ain't no situation where they're gonna be able to just sweep this under the rug the way they wanted to. They should have just went ahead, like you know what I'm saying, because it sounds like I can't think. I seen a lot of people arguing with that, and I'm gonna be real and say it sounded like they were concerned and as if they didn't want anything to happen to him. And I don't understand why they didn't call and let them know that they actually needed a paramedic. I don't understand why they didn't call, why they are trying to cover it and make it seem like yeah, the cover is what's making it a crime. The cover is what's making it look bad. The cover is what's making them look bad. And they may very well not even be racist. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's when it comes down, everybody is not racist. There are some people in their, category that are racist, but there are some people that really are not racist. And it may be a situation where they really were having fun and something just happened. But them trying to cover it up make them look bad. It makes everybody look bad. They whole city look bad. They state look bad. They families look bad. They need to come out and say what happened. They need to go ahead. I feel like it will be a whole lot smoother and easier if they go ahead and say what happened. That even with the resources and the influence that they have, they would have looked a whole lot better if they would have came out and said what happened. Somebody, mama, a judge and everything. Why in the world are they trying to cover this up? I don't get that. And it's making them look bad. It's making them look worse than if they would have just told the truth. Everybody was a teenager at some point. Everybody know teenagers like to go out and party and have a good time and etc. So why won't they just tell what happened? So you know what I'm saying? Baby, that's so sad. But I know how teenagers can be, yo. Teenagers get into some things, yo. So it's like I don't understand if it's a situation where that's their friend and they are concerned and they're sad. Why didn't they just say what happened? But I guess somebody stood in and said, "Nah, don't do that." They should have let them go ahead and tell what happened. They should have let them go ahead and call the paramedics. They should have let it be a situation where, like, because now they look bad. Now it look like they trying to cover something up. Now it look like they on some other stuff versus if they would have just came out and said what happened and etc. And you know what I'm saying? I know some people are still trying to push. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but I'm just listening to the voices and the calls. I'm listening like in the call and the way they sounded panicked. They didn't sound as if they knew what happened to him. They sounded as if they were panicking and they were stressing out and they were trying to get him to wake up, and I don't understand why they didn't call the nine. They should have called 911 in reality instead of whoever they called. And they should have had, you know what I'm saying, paramedics waiting at wherever they were going to dock at. I don't understand why they went the route that they went. I don't understand who made that call. I don't understand why they made that call. But in reality, I feel like it made them all look bad. It made it look so bad. And then, you know what I'm saying, just like you just said, you like it's so many times that other people have, passed away under similar circumstances and it wasn't an accident. It was a situation where something bad happened to them. It was a situation where they were attacked. It was a situation where they were targeted. So if it's a situation where they were really just having fun and something just, why would they not just say that? I just, I don't know. I guess they just scared, yo. Once again, I get that they was under the influence. It was 4th of July, and they may have, you know what I'm saying. But come on now, they parents should have handled that a whole lot better. They should have handled that a whole lot better, yo. Cause now it's just like you said, now it's a whole crime. Now it's a federal crime because they were on the water. Like them trying to cover it up made it even worse than what it was in the first place. They should have just went ahead and said what happened, exactly how it happened, and etc. Bro, instead of trying to make it out as if it was something different. I never watched Dexter before. I have heard about it though. I heard about Dexter. I heard about that show. But it seemed like I don't know at this point. Obviously I don't know because I wasn't there. But I'm just listening to their voices and the way that they sounded in the background. It sounded like they were in a panic. It sounded like it was an accident. I don't know what happened. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what was going on. People keep on trying to come up with all these hypotheticals. I don't want to pinpoint people as being racist and they're not. I don't want to say that somebody is hateful when they're not. So if it's a situation where it was an accident, they should just say that it was an accident because they look worse trying to act like it was like, you know what I'm saying, they had nothing to do with it when in reality they, you know what I'm saying, now everything is coming out and it's making them look worse and worse and worse. They should just go ahead and say what happened so they can move past it. And that's just real. I just feel like that's what it come down to. And I get it. Everybody is not racist. Everybody is not hateful. There are some people that really, you know what I'm saying, don't see color. So if it's a situation where they was just out partying with a friend and something happened, they should just say that, yo. Like why can try to keep it quiet and cover it up and being secretive and deleting social media and doing this. It take a lot to delete your whole social media, yo. You deleting all your memories and everything. Why not just tell the truth of what happened? I guess they feel like they gonna be messing up their future, but they didn't mess their future up a whole lot worse by this here coming out the way that it is right now versus if they would have just told the truth. We all were teenagers at one point in time. We all partied at one point in time. It does like come on now. We know what it's like to be a teenager and to, you know what I'm saying, that kind of party, I'm pretty sure they was lit. If they teenagers on a boat, on an island, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they were having a good time, but they should go ahead and tell the truth of what happened instead of trying to cover it up and act like they have no idea because they know. So his soul can rest because apparently his soul is not resting. Something happened, something is going on. Because his soul is stirring up a bunch of stuff. So they should go ahead and tell the truth. And I'm pretty sure it's very hurtful for, you know what I'm saying, him to be where he is watching his friends act as if they had nothing to do with they don't know and you know what I'm saying trying to sweep it under the rug and his parents are in mourning and are heartbroken. They don't know what happened to their son. They should go ahead and say what happened so that you know what I'm saying like come on now. I can't say because I stuff like that make me so nervous, and I don't want to be the type of person to tell my son that he can't be friends with particular people because of what if they do this and what if they feel this kind of. I don't want to be like that because then that'll make me turn into the type of person that is being racist. But simultaneously, I don't like, come on now, stop trying to. I feel like if people are like that, why even put forth the effort to hang around somebody that you don't like? Why even invite them to a party? Why even like what's the point? And then when everything hit the fan, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? They trying to like, come on now. Like, I just feel like they should just go ahead and tell the truth and say what happened and stop playing around, bro. Because it make me, you know what I'm saying, as a mother and my only child, something happened like that, baby. The way my son is sociable, he go and hang out with some people, yo, and he don't come back, I'm a loser. I don't like hearing stories like this. Is crazy, yo. They should go ahead and say what happened to that little boy, because that's crazy. It shouldn't be a situation where they sit around acting like nothing happened and they don't know. Yeah, and I'm not trying to project my fear on him. And it's hard because how do you make your child aware that things like that happen and that there are people that literally will take your life just because of the race that you are, while simultaneously not wanting your child to be racist and to hate people just because they are, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's very frustrating. You know what I'm saying? And me as myself, I guess it's a situation where you have to allow your child to figure it out and to do their own thing. Because me as myself, I have found that some people are actually really cool. I've had some amazing times with people, you know what I'm saying, of other races. You know what I'm saying? I remember several times of going out to parties and hanging out, like meeting people on that night, yo. You know what I'm saying? They buy me drinks and hang out. We dancing and having a good time. And I go home, they go home, everybody's happy. And you know what I'm saying? I have also been in positions where people literally were trying to traffic me, have me kidnapped, and take my life just because how dare I have the audacity to exist and be black. So it's kind of like it's hard. And it's very difficult to be in that position, in the position that you are in, and to not try your best not to be hateful towards people just because they are a different race than you and you don't know if they see you as a friend or a foe. And I don't want I don't even know how to feel about it. And I feel like this case, just because of that, it's so touchy because I can't stunt. Listening to their voices, there was panic. They sound like they were stressing out. They sound like they cared. They sound like they were sad. They sound like they were wigging out. And it's like, why would they try to cover it up instead of trying to get their friend help? He could have possibly been saved if they would have got him help. So I don't understand why they trying to cover it up. That makes me sad. I feel you. I just feel like that just makes it's just so sad because I would hate it to be a situation where they were really genuine friends with him and they really did care about his well-being and something happened and like a freak accident and then what I'm saying they tried to cover it up and now they look bad. Cause that's sad. That's sad, all around that's sad. They have basically, what I'm saying, messed up their lives behind this one night and it's almost like I guess that's what happened. They panicked and they didn't know what to do. But they should have went ahead and called paramedics. He could have possibly been saved. And even if it was a situation where they look bad because them drinking or whatever it is they had going on got out in the public, it's better than them looking as if they deliberately took their own friend life because that looked worse. I feel you. But I feel like it looked worse, and it's just so sad. I just feel now it's just even more sad than it is because it's like now their lives are all the way, you know what I'm saying? And they may very well not even be bad kids. And that's just even like I just feel like it's a sad. This whole story is so sad. It's so heartbreaking and sad. It is. It really is. It really is. It really is, y'all. It really is. And if it's a situation where they really didn't have nothing to do with it, I feel like that's even more sad because they, what I'm saying, may very well be mourning a friend and traumatized by what happened to him while simultaneously trying to save their own butts and stressing and worry and whatever pressure they parents putting on them. And I just feel like it's just too much. That is too much for a teenager to have to go through. And that is just so sad. It's so sad all around. It's really truly a heartbreaking story. It's sad, yo. Because I know that, what I'm saying? There's some people of different races. My school, when I went to high school, we had all different kinds of races at my high school. And it was a lot of people that, what I'm saying? It was some people that, they could be a little nasty and mean, but it was some people that were really cool, that were laid back of different races. I had friends that what I'm saying? I got friends of all kind of races. And I know some people really legit, they are not racist and they are not hateful. And you never know what happened. I used to party in high school. I know how teenagers can get. So when it come down to it, I feel like they should have just said what happened when it happened. They should have put forth effort to get him help. They shouldn't have, what I'm saying, did it the way like them trying to cover it up made it so much worse. What's up? They really made it worse, yo. They really made it worse by trying to cover up what happened. They should have went ahead and I feel like they originally were trying to do what's right and somebody told them to stop. And that's the problem. That's what made everything blow out of like, what I'm saying? Somebody told them to stop and gave them a whole nother game plan. And they should have carried on with what they were doing in the fight. They should have got him the help that he needed so that it would be a situation where now it looks like they did something to him. Now it looks like there was some foul play. Now it looks like, what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. It could be a situation where they jumped him or something like that. I don't know. But now it's a situation where that is in question because why are they trying to cover it up? I feel you. Because you know what I'm saying, when it come down to it, we already know that Mississippi, they've been known for doing some very shady things. A lot of shady stories have happened out there, and it ain't no telling what happened. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it's like ain't no telling what happened, and it's just so sad. It really is. And I don't know what's going on, but I just know some of them kids really did sound like they were in the middle of a panic and they were stressing out. And it didn't sound like they were in a panic of trying to save their own behind. They sounded like they really were trying to get him to wake up, and something happened. Something happened that they are not saying. They are not saying what happened. I don't understand why. It sounds like it was a situation where it was something out of their control, and I don't understand why they tried to cover it up because they made the whole situation worse. And you know what I'm saying? I have a cousin, so I feel like it is a bad thing if they are not racist and they are not hateful, and the whole world is viewing them as if they are. They should have came out and said what happened instead of trying to cover it up because it makes them look bad. They already coming from a racist state. You know what I'm saying? So if it makes them look even, you know what I'm saying, like they had something to do with it. And if it's a situation where it was an accident, then they need to say that. Because we already know how Mississippi get down, yo. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Out here, yo, Texas be getting down like that too. It be a situation with people, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if it's a vibe where, and just because it's some racist people out here, don't mean everybody is racist. And if it's a situation where they are literally innocent and they look bad, and it's, mm, I'm just talking about it. I'm just speaking on it. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should have went ahead and just said what happened instead of trying to cover it up, because they made themselves look even worse than if they would have just came out and said what happened. And just like you said, now it's a situation where the charges are even steeper than if they would have just, called and let the lady know they was talking to somebody. Should have let her know, send some paramedics out here. Somebody is not, you know what I'm saying? Why would they?